In this video, I will be explaining why your behind won't be making it to the Totentaz to rave with Brick, Royce or Patricia if you ever join the Maelstrom gang. We will cover their lore, their cyberware and psychology, so if you like videos like these, do give it a like when earned, and subscribe for more so I can stay off the streets of Night City. In the roaring 2020s, the Maelstrom gang emerged from the remnants of the Metal Warriors, a group nearly decimated by the ruthless Inquisitors. The Inquisitors hated anything cyberware related, viewing it as blasphemous, and would kill gangs sporting chrome for their holy crusade. So you can bet the Maelstrom were in their targets. Ironically, while the Inquisitors despise cyberware, they use bioware to gain an edge, perhaps seeing it as a necessary evil to keep up with what was essentially superhumans around them. This brings us to reason 1 why you wouldn't make it. The Inquisitors would rip your cyberware out of your body and wear your chrome as a necklace. During this early time, Maelstrom absorbed members from another gang, the Iron Sights, sharing a common vendetta against their aggressors, as the Inquisitors were at the top of their hit list. However, Maelstrom isn't particularly picky, with pretty much anyone being fair game. But let's bring it back to you. How do you actually join the Maelstrom gang? Specifics are a little murky. What we do know from the databanks in 2077, from the reporting of Max Jones and a merc simply known as V, the Maelstrom gang initiation brings us to reason 2 why you wouldn't make it: brutal cyberware installation. According to the account of an individual named Jim, who was investigating the Maelstrom gang, my Mohawk contact even proposed that they install in me one of their distinct rudimentary implants. Fortunately, they didn't have in mind their iconic optic suite, so I accepted. My popularity continued to grow. "No way you get that Maelstrom mug so easy," he laughs. "That's tech only for initiates. We pluck out their eyes and peel back their skin. No anesthetics. You survive, you're in. So good luck with that face surgery, Cyclops. But hey, maybe you survive. Maybe you're built different. I'm guessing you'll want to get some new threads for your newfound crew and cyberware." Maelstrom's fashion is all about making a statement. Black leather, dark denim, and plenty of chrome. Their look screams primitive and dangerous with a penchant for high-profile cyberware, very high profile. Easily distinguishable from the crowd after all, it's all about style over substance. It is well known that about a third of Maelstrom are diagnosed as clinical cyberpsychos, with the rest teetering on the edge. This leads us to reason number 3 why you wouldn't make it. You go cyberpsycho and get put down by max tac. While individuals can operate as cyberpsychos, just look at Adam Smasher, you might not be so lucky, especially if you hang out with Maelstrom, who tend to take designer drugs and also dole out punishments for members who stray the line. Believe it or not, Maelstrom was once a gang with a strict code of honor, but their ethics took a nosedive after their leader, Hammer, was ousted, taking their last shred of humanity with him. These days, Maelstrom takes on hit jobs on just about anyone, and has a philosophy similar to Adam Smasher's, that metal triumphs over meat. It was at this time in the 2020s that they claimed the docks in Watson. This area was and still is a ticking time bomb, filled with businesses covertly backing solos and various corporations, entities Maelstrom conveniently leaves out of their protection schemes. Initially, their criminal activities were small time, but a growing appetite for lethal high-end cyberware and more potent drugs has pushed them to target bigger fish, stirring the waters towards a looming bloodbath. Fast forward to 2045 and the scars of the Fourth Corporate War are still fresh. In 2023 they lost everything. Their territory, their beloved club the Totentaz, to a cataclysmic Arasaka Tower nuke. This leads us to reason 4 why you wouldn't make it. You get nuked. Thanks, Johnny. But like a mechanized phoenix, they began to rise out of the ashes. From a mid-tier booster gang, they've evolved, now flexing their muscles in the drug and cybernetic market. Under the leadership of Warlock, they've turned a group of the most hardened survivors into a well-oiled machine, driving their illicit enterprises while using their rank and file to sabotage their rivals. Leading the charge in salvaging precious tech from the hot zone, Maelstrom also took over the Burleson Tower Hotel, which now houses the remnants of the club Totentaz. By 2077, the Maelstrom gang dominates the All Foods plant in Night City, commanded by Royce, who overthrew and incarcerated the previous boss, Brick. The gang now boasts 1,300 members. This brings us to the reason 5 why you wouldn't make it. Royce kills you because he had a bad day, a very likely circumstance given the number of Maelstromers killed during the takeover. At this point, the gang is known for their intense combat enhancements like pain editors and reflex boosters, along with their distinctive red optical units. Maelstrom now holds a significant stretch of Watson's industrial zone. With a deep obsession for cyber technology and a relentless drive to transcend human frailties, Maelstrom's pursuit of cybernetic superiority overshadows their fear of falling into cyberpsychosis. This gang is not just about surviving, they're thriving by continually rewriting the rules of engagement in Night City. At the core of Maelstrom's psychology is their deep-seated obsession for cybernetic enhancements. This obsession isn't just about gaining physical strength or a tactical advantage, it's about transcending human limitations entirely. Maelstrom's members view Cyberware as a crucial part of their identity, pushing their bodies past the brink of human endurance to embody a kind of post-human ideal. This extreme dedication to cyber enhancements reflects a collective belief in the superiority of machine over flesh, or as they phrase it, metal triumphs over meat. They are fascinated with cyberware and the net, the occult, and the pursuit of any otherworldly sensation. These nutjobs have actually tried to contact AIs beyond the black wall, consistently taking part in rituals to have AIs inhabit or control their bodies. This religious mindset, linked to their desire to transcend the physical planes of the flesh, makes subsets of Maelstrom so dangerous. If Maelstrom ever managed to get in contact with an AI like the one at Cynosure, who knows what would happen. Maelstrom's affinity for high-profile cyberware isn't merely functional, it's a significant part of their image and intimidation strategy. The visible, often grotesque modifications serve not only to enhance their capabilities, but also to instill fear and respect. This reflects a psychological need for power and control, both over their bodies and their environment. The more extreme their cybernetic modifications, the more they feel in control of their destiny and power within the archaic ecosystem of Night City. Living on the edge of cyberpsychosis is a day-to-day reality for Maelstrom members. The constant risk of losing their humanity to cybernetic enhancements is a trade-off they willingly accept. This flirtation with madness can be seen as a reflection of their nihilistic view of the world, a world where traditional morals do not apply and where the usual fears of death and disfigurement are scorned. Members embrace a kind of existential brinkmanship, seeing how far they can push before losing themselves completely. Maelstrom psychology is heavily influenced by an us against them mentality. They see themselves as outsiders, rebels against a system that favors the rich and the corporate. This worldview justifies their violent acts as necessary for survival in a corrupt world. It also reinforces their group identity, setting them apart from others in Night City, who they view as either potential adversaries or tools to be used. So after hearing about the madness that is the Maelstrom gang psychology and lore, which is a complex tapestry woven from the strands of transhumanist ambition, a relentless pursuit of power, do you think you would survive? But maybe I forgot who I'm talking to. After all, you're built different. If you like videos like these, be sure to let me know and give it a thumbs up, as that keeps me off the Maelstrom's chopping board.